Hi, I am Vibhor Gupta, an AWS and Microsoft Azure certified cloud professional. I am a passionate cloud solutions architect and services advisor. Today in this video, we are going to host a static website on AWS S3, cache the content in edge location via CloudFront, enable encryption in transit via SSL certificate, and also connect it to our domain via Route 53. We store our content in S3 bucket. S3 is an object storage service that offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. It is highly durable and offers unlimited storage. But S3 is present in a part of the world or in a region. In our example, let's assume our S3 bucket is in USA. Now, users within USA will be able to quickly access the content as compared to users present in UK, Singapore, or Australia. To reduce the latency for all the customer, we will cache our content in CloudFront. It is popularly known as Content Delivery Network or the CDN. The benefits of using CloudFront is that instead of customers connecting to your web servers or S3 bucket in this example, which is in one location or one region, they can access the content directly from the edge locations. These locations are present across the world and cache the content. At the time of creating this video, AWS has 218 edge locations. At the time of creating this video, AWS has 218 edge locations, so latency to access your content is hugely reduced. Now, the next point is encryption. With the help of SSL certificate, we are going to encrypt the content in transit over the public internet, such that no one is able to access our content. Let's log into AWS console and create the bucket. If you already have a domain name registered, then you need to create this bucket with the same name. Else you can go ahead and purchase a domain of your choice. Let's go to S3 and create a bucket. This is how our dashboard looks like. I will quickly go through and create a bucket with my website files. If you want to see the detailed video on how to create a S3 bucket, then you can either click on the above link or to the link in the description. For this video, I am assuming that you have basic understanding of Amazon S3. Click on Create Bucket. Enter the name of the bucket. So, my website is vibhorgupta.net. So, I am going to give www.vibhorgupta.net. We need to give the domain name over here, then only we will be able to connect it and configure it as a static website. For region, we have to choose North Virginia. Uncheck on block all public access as we want to make this bucket public and enable anonymous access on our website. As we are making this bucket public, AWS wants us to acknowledge this, that this bucket will not remain private. Acknowledge the fact. Scroll down and click on Create Bucket. Open the bucket and then upload the content. Click on Add Files. Once you have uploaded all the files, then if there are any folders, that can be uploaded by clicking on Add Folder. Click on Add Folder. Once you have uploaded all the files and folder, scroll down and click on Upload. Click on Close. Before proceeding further, if you like the content of this video, please like the video and press the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and enable all notifications, as it will notify you whenever I am creating new and useful content on cloud and also motivate me to create it often. To enable static hosting of this website, we need to click on Properties, scroll down, go to Static Website Hosting, click on Edit and then enable it. The option will be host a static website, and I am going to enter the name of the document, which is index.html, and the error document, which is error.html. Click on Save Changes. Now we have to go to Permissions tab to make this bucket public. So we have already enabled block public access, and now we have to add bucket policy. Click on Edit, paste the bucket policy. I am going to attach the link to this bucket policy. Now if you see in the resources, this is a sample ARN. We have to delete it and then paste the ARN of our bucket. Please do not delete this forward slash and star, as it will enable the object within the bucket to be public. Click on Save Changes. And now if you see, we have public access and our bucket can be publicly accessible. Now let's go back to Properties and get the URL of our bucket, which is over here, an endpoint created by S3 bucket. Open a new tab and now you can see that this is my personal blog site where I have my name, some information about me and a photograph. So this is just a sample site. So our S3 bucket is now public and any anonymous user can access that. Let's move on. Let's go back to S3 bucket. Now if you see, only www URL will be able to access this bucket. We want to redirect non-www URL to this www.vibhorgupta.net URL. For that, we have to create another bucket with the non-www URL. Click on Create Bucket. The name is I will just correct it. It has auto corrected. And then the AWS region. And then go back to Create Bucket. Open the bucket. Go to Properties. Enable Static Website Hosting. And then if you see, we have an option, Redirect Requests for an Object. So we will redirect request for non-www access to our domain to www.vibhorgupta.net or to your website. And the protocol that we are using is HTTPS, because by the end of this video, we will configure the certificate. Click on Save Changes. And now we are done with S3. Let's move on to Certificate Manager and create our certificate. Search for Certificate Manager. Click on it. Go to Provision Certificate. Request a public certificate. And then we have to give the domain name. So my domain name is www.vibhorgupta.net. We also want non-www name of our domain. So we are going to add another name to this certificate. Now, if you have some other subdomain, then you can add them over here. Click on Next button. There are two options to validate the ownership of the DNS or the domain name. We can either select DNS validation or the email validation. DNS validation is very simple as compared to email validation. So we are going to select this option. Click on Next. No need to add any tags over here. Click on Review and then click on Confirm and Request. Expand the name and then you will see that we have to create CNAME records in our Route 53 or with the DNS provider. If you have any other DNS provider, then you can go over there and manually create this record. I have configured Route 53, so I can automatically create records from here. Click on Create Record in Route 53, Create, and then the second record. Click on continue. So it says validation not complete. In the meantime, let's go to Route 53 and see if our records are created or not. Search for Route 53. Open in new tab. We have configured a hosted zone for our domain. Click on your domain name. Now we can see two CNAME records are created, and these are the default records that are created when we create the hosted zone. The name server record that we need to enter to our domain registry provider and the SOA record. Now let's go back to AWS Certificate Manager and refresh it. So both our records are verified. Now let's go to CloudFront and create a distribution. Click on CloudFront. Click on create distribution, and then we have to create a web distribution. The first option that we have is origin domain name. It is the location where the information or our content is stored. So we have to go to S3 bucket and copy and paste the endpoint URL of our website. This will not work. So let's go to S3. Properties, scroll down, and this is our URL. Copy it. Yeah, that's correct. That's for www. Okay. Now, if you want to distribute based on the path, then we have to give the path over here. But we are not using that. Scroll down, and the next option we have is viewer protocol policy. Whether we want to access using HTTP, that is unsecured protocol, and HTTPS, but we are going to redirect all unsecured traffic from HTTP protocol to secured protocol, that is HTTPS. Scroll down a little, and we have to enter the domain name with which the SSL certificate is available. So our domain name is www.vibhorgupta.net. Please enter your own domain name. Click on custom SSL and our certificate will automatically show. Scroll down. So the default root object that we have is index.html. Whenever someone open our domain name, we want index.html page to open. Now scroll down, leave the list all field as default. Click on create distribution. So let's create another bucket now. Click on create distribution, get started, and the origin domain name. So go back to S3 bucket, click on buckets, click on your bucket without www, properties, scroll down, and then get the endpoint from here and paste it here. Just recheck whether it's without www. Yes. So let's scroll down, redirect HTTP to HTTPS, that's done. And then scroll down, alternate domain name is vibhorgupta.net, it's correct. And the SSL certificate is already selected. Let's scroll down, click on create distribution. Now both our distributions are created. CloudFront caches the objects in the edge location, and when it is required again, it is served from the cache and not from the origin. So if we have a dynamic site and any changes we make to the origin will only be updated after the TTL or time to live is expired. Suppose you have updated your website and you want all your users to access the updated content and not the old content, then you have to invalidate all the cache and request all the edge location to delete the content. So for this, we have to click on our bucket, click on invalidation, create invalidation, and then either we can enter the name of the folder or the object, or we can also enter the wildcard. This means all the content that has been cached should be deleted. Let's go back to our bucket and CloudFront distribution. Let's try if our link is working or not. One of our site is already deployed. Click on the ID, and then this is a domain name that CloudFront has created for us. Click on New tab, and now my website is open. If I will open it again, then it will not take much time. The reason is that it has been cached. If you see, a SSL certificate is also enabled as it shows a lock. Okay, now let's go to Route 53 and link our CloudFront domain name with our custom domain name. So I will open this S3 Management Console, go to Route 53, click on it, click to hosted zone, your hosted zone or your domain name, and then we have to create record. Click on create record. The first record that we are going to create is for the www version, a record, and this will be a alias. Endpoint will be CloudFront distribution. Region is US East North Virginia by default, as CloudFront is enabled from there, and in the distribution it will give me an ID. Let me cross verify if this ID is correct. D1FAT. So go to CloudFront, and D1FAT is my www1. So let's go back, click on create record, create another record. For the non-www version, a record, select alias, endpoint is CloudFront, and destination is this bucket. Let me cross verify this also. DA2C7. Go back to distribution, and then DA2C7, that is correct. Click on create record, and both our A records are created. We have two A records, two CNAME records, and two default records that are created when we create the hosted zone. Let's go to the website and try to open it with our URL. First, I will try with the non-www URL, vibhorgupta.net, and enter. And you can see that it has opened my website. I have SSL certificate. That means my site is secured. And if I will double click on the link, it has redirected me to the www version. So that means my redirection is working absolutely fine. Now let me open the www version. So this is my website, and enter it, and this is also working. So you can see that it is downloaded with minimal latency. This is the advantage of using CloudFront, as it caches the content in your nearby edge location. So this is the end of this video. In this video, we have hosted a static website on AWS S3, cached the content in edge location via CloudFront, enabled encryption in transit via SSL certificate, and also connected it to our domain via Route 53. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video.